How's it going, Fish Fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can also find me at SpartnFish pretty much everywhere on the internet. Now, I know obviously this is a new series for me. This is, I think, the first time I'm watching a show like this on the channel. I mean, granted, I don't really know what kind of anime it is. I know the basic premise of Frieren because it's been out for a minute and I watch anime, so it's been suggested to me countless times by countless different people. I've talked about it in other videos in the past, but friends, other reactors, my tattoo artist, I've had several conversations that have ended with, bro, you gotta watch Frieren. Since Sakamoto Days was ending, I added Frieren to the poll. This is what you guys decided, so I'm expecting, at a minimum, at least 70% of you guys should be watching these videos because 70% of you guys voted for this series to come up on the channel. So I'm holding you to the expectations you have set for yourselves. I got a little treat for you guys, Since this isn't a currently airing show, we're gonna do episode 1 and episode 2 in one video. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna do 2 episodes a week. I have not decided yet. We can talk about it down in the comments, all right? But for today, we're gonna be doing episode 1 and episode 2 because the show is finished and I'm feeling generous and benevolent today. Because I am friends with other reactors, I also know that this is sad because they have told me that it got them like very emotional. And I've heard that from like multiple people. Shout out Frankie, shout out Ron. Both of you have watched this. I'm sure there's other people in the community that I'm in that have also watched this as well. We're finally here. I appreciate everyone who's like recommended this show to me and everyone who's like just had it continuously keep coming up because, you know, your suggestions have finally worn me down. We are finally here. We're finally watching Frieren. I know it's the most hated fandom on the internet, but I also watch My Hero, so I'll post that here as well. I'm going to be checking out Vigilantes when that airs. We're going to be watching One Punch Man. We're going to be watching Dandadan Season 2. We watch movies. We watch music. I also stream over on Twitch, and we check out manga over there. So if you are interested in any of that, or you're just interested in Frieren, stick around, hang out. Yeah, let's just get into it. Time to see the most cosplayed character of 2024. Yeah. There she is. Yo, he kind of looks like the guy from Delicious in Dungeon, no? Oh, I did not realize that was the scale of their adventures. I just thought they were adventurers. So they're like the greatest fucking adventurers. They're like the main characters in a D&D campaign. You are an elf. That is how it works. That was something that like they talked about in Lord of the Rings, but most people didn't really like actually put too much thought into. Arwen and Aragorn. He's so short. Damn! Okay. That was loud as fuck in my ears. I'm gonna have to turn that down for y'all. Okay. Alright, buddy. Yeah, he gave you 10 copper coins? Bro, aren't you a priest? Yeah, exactly. I wonder how much budget they got to save by never having to animate that dwarf's mouth. What a good start to an adventure. That honestly, that's like the most D&D campaign type shit. Yeah, it started by us mocking the king and almost getting beheaded.
ダメか。私は優秀。
ミミックに食われかけた。
Yeah, the fucking mimic shit. Alright, how much inspiration did they get from D&D? That's so funny.
クソみたいな思い出しかないな。よかった。
そうですね。
10年だぞ。ハイターを見ろ。
She's an elf, bro. She's an elf.
元からでしょ。
失礼ですよ。
Oh, that's actually a really cool way to do a time jump.
エーラ流星でしたっけ？
Never mind, they weren't doing a time jump at all. Oh, happens every 50 years. So that is how they're gonna do a time jump then, right?
街中だと見えにくいね。じゃあ次。
Yeah.
何？
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be dead, bro.
そうだな。みんなで見よう。
Yeah, they hinted. I wonder how long a period of time this show takes place over.
魔法の収集を続けるよ。まあ、たまには顔を見せるよ。
Yeah, I'm traveling for the next 100 years. I'll stop by every once in a while.
たく、いつから生きているのやら。
では些細なものなのかもしれませんね。
Like the only thing that I can compare it to, like from my own personal experience, which sounds stupid to put into the perspective of this show already, but like the only thing that like I can kind of compare it to is like that has to be like how dogs see us, you know? Like that's the only way I can think about it, is like that's exactly how like dogs must think about like their owners, you know? I literally saw a like poem once that was written like from the perspective of dogs, recounting like the history of the owners. And damn, I feel like this show's gonna make me emotional. Which, for those of you who watch my One Piece reactions, it's not something that happens like frequently, but when it fucking happens, it happens. It happens. Yeah, you got trapped by a mimic again? Bro, after all this time, she still hasn't learned a spell for detecting magic. That's crazy.
うちでは取り扱ってないよ。
だな、召喚に使うのにヒンメルに預けたままだっけ？人体2回はないよね。わかんない。
So I don't know, you just carry it, bro.
ついでに取りに行くか。
It's already been 50 years?
前来た時と。
It's been 8 minutes, bro. It's been 8 minutes. It's already been 50 years.
確かここら辺。老いぼれてる。
言い方ひどくない？
Look at how handsome he is.
劣った僕もなかなかイケメン。
Yeah, bro, it's in the eyes. He's still a little Rizzler.
もう一生会えないのかと思っていたよ。
You didn't come back once in 50 years? Not a single time?
書きも忘れたことはないよ。
込んでおいててよかったのに。
いつかで返すべきものだったんだ。
Damn, his voice actor did a really good job of like aging himself up a little bit, you know?
そんな大層なものじゃないんだけどな。
Yeah, it's not a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to him.
ハゲなんだからこだわったって意味ないよ。
Yeah, you're bald, bro. She said, what are you being fussy about in here? You're bald. No one's looking at you, little bro.
エーラ流星を見に行こうか。
Damn, he said he looked like an old man? That shit really flipped on him, huh?
あなたは全然変わりませんね。そうか、そう見えるか。今から行くんですか？
だからここから1週間。
Bro, he is a little old man. He cannot walk that far.
老人を酷使しよって。
He is a little ass old man. He cannot walk for a week.
ていると、あの時に戻ったかの。いろいろ。
Bro's got deep vein thrombosis.
きらめいて見えた。
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't y'all fight the Demon King? What are you hiding from? Yeah, just one taps him. I was like, what could possibly be scary to you guys? I know obviously you got the little old men with you, but you know. Yeah, I didn't think Himmel was making it out of these first couple episodes the way this has been going. Yeah, POV, you're an old man dying during a meteor shower? Is that what just happened? Fuck. POV, I'm dying.
そうなのかな。悲しい顔一つしないな。
市長は真面目にやれ。このって言いたいですな。
So yeah, bro, our friend went out on top. He didn't go out sad. He went out smiling, having a good old time.
この人のこと何も知らないし。
Let's not make shit up now. Don't act like you didn't spend every day with him for 10 years.
旅しただけだし。人間の寿命は短いって。
これで最後になるでしょうからね。
Drunk ass priest.
私の墓に酒でも備えてください。
Bro, just go visit him.
ハイターは死ぬのが怖くないの。
ここで贅沢三昧に決まっています。
生臭坊主。
It's like, yeah, if I take out the Demon King, I can do whatever the fuck I want. They gotta send me upstairs no matter what I do.
さて、私もそろそろ行くよ。うん、それもあるけど。
Bro, you don't remember? Yeah, you just spent...
そうか。
強力な前衛がいると助かる。
Okay.
斧を触れるような年じゃないんだ。手からの方が案外長いもんさ。
アイゼン。
あ、また。
I mean, I'm glad that she asked because I was about to say, like, man, you just had this whole, like, emotional breakdown at your friend's funeral because you didn't spend enough time getting to know him. You got another friend right here and you're not even gonna be like, hey man, wanna hang out?
さっきの木だ。どこだここ。
20 years after the death of Himmel. Wait, how much time? Bro, 70 years have passed in the first 20 minutes of this episode. What is the scope of this show going to be?
何かお探しでしょうか。どうかなさいましたか。では、お客様でございますね。
かっこよく死ぬのも難しいものです。
You didn't go visit him for another 20 years?
酒はもうやめたんです。
そうと思うけどね。
ありがとうございます。
Who is that?
南側諸国の繊細孤児でした。
進んで人助けするようなたちじゃないでしょ。
Bro, how shitty of a priest was this man?
見習い魔法使いの死亡率は知ってるでしょ。
そうですか。では別の頼みを。
まあ、5、6年もあれば死ぬのは怖くないんじゃなかったの？
It's not for him.
2つあります。1つは前より死ぬのが怖くなったから。
Oh, it is for him. Never mind.
時間が欲しくなったのです。それに晴天には健やかに。
生臭坊主。
So, yeah, if I'm immortal, that makes me like the best priest.
片手まで構わないので、どうも勝手がわからないのです。
Yeah, don't take her as an apprentice. Just, you know, teach her like you would do for, I don't know, someone who's like apprenticing under you, you know?
いつも森で修行しているの？ハイター様からもよく言われます。あの一番岩を打ち抜けば。あれはね。
Yo!
なるほどね。どのような修行？
That seemed pretty strong to me, though.
魔法は好き？ほどほどでございます。
No. We're skip that. We will do an intro outro reaction. We will do it. I promise. All right. Before we get into episode 2, I imagine there is a strong contingent of people who probably cry watching the first episode of Frieren. I imagine that's the case for many people. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'm just not there yet, if that makes sense. I think the more I get to know her as a character, the more impactful something like that would have been. Like, for me, a lot of the reasons, like, the times that I get upset in One Piece it's because it's someone that we have, like, become really attached to over time is breaking down. Like, even in the case of Robin, if you guys are, like, familiar with One Piece at all, in the case of her backstory, I did not get as emotional for that as I did, I always say this without spoilers, when the Straw Hats left Eni's lobby. For those of you who know, you know, and for those of you who don't, well, there's only one thing you can do. Watch all of my One Piece reactions. That's the only logical next step. And once you're up to, like, episode 312 in my One Piece reactions, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like I understand why this is such an emotional show for a lot of people, and I feel like it will be that way for me at a certain point, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just like Frieren, you know? It's just, my lifespan is just longer than this show, you know? So, it's hard for me to get that emotionally involved in such a, you know, short amount of time. What can I say? I don't know. But I'm curious if anyone else, I imagine someone else besides me has to have made, like, that comparison before, where it's similar to how, like, we as humans feel about, like, the pets that we own. I realize in saying that I kind of sound like fucking Omni-Man at the end of season 1 of Invincible, but listen, I feel in this situation in particular, it's a good comparison, right? Like, our pets view us the way everyone else views Frieren. Saying it the other way is probably bad. If Frieren were to be like, yeah, Himmel, he's like a dog to me. That'd probably be bad.
Love your mother, but she's more like a pet to me.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this show. So yeah, let's just go to episode 2. Alright, the 3 seconds of the intro I heard make me know I'm really gonna like this intro.
長距離魔法はこの量とそれを打ち出す力の強さ気長に取り組むことだね
Not Sensei Frieren. How's old dwarf buddy doing? Because I feel like as a dwarf, shouldn't he be more okay than the other two? You know, not lasting as long as Frieren, but, like, shouldn't he be pretty okay? just fucking freezing. Yeah, bro's just giving all his vegetables to fucking Frieren. Okay, how is she ended up, like, fucking cheeks up, like, every other day? Alright, listen, I know more time than that has passed. Don't come at me. I know more time than that has passed.
人なら10年かかる道を4年で越えた
それだけ魔法が好きなのでしょう。
74 years, and we're not even done with episode 2.
そうですか。
The scope of this show is crazy.
この魔導書だけど多分
動けていた方が奇跡だったのです。お願いします。
Thanks. Yeah, I don't want to die. Thank you.
ハイターが倒れたそばにいてやってくれいずれでは私はあの方に命を救われました
Yeah, but that's not really your responsibility right now.
もうずいぶん前になりますか。私とは違ってひたすらにまっすぐでといれば多くのものを救えたはずです。
I mean, he did save a lot of people, but he became a little old man.
私がこのまま死んだらこの世からなくなってしまうのではないかと。死ぬのはもったいないと思います。
This anime is gonna get me real introspective.
私を置いて死ぬことを危惧しておりました
And what's most meaningful to me.
救ったことを後悔してほしくない
This anime is, over the long run, is definitely gonna make me upset.
救ってよかったと もう大丈夫だと。私が教えたことは全部覚えているよね。
This is like the Jedi training montage. Like, that's exactly what has happened. This is the Jedi training montage. She's gonna nail that fucking rock, and then he's gonna die.
So ですか。
知っていたの？
のがあるなら、エイビヒ自身が使っていた。
Yeah. If those spells existed, they probably wouldn't be in someone's tomb.
まだ荒いところはあるけど。
Did seem like kind of a lofty goal for episode 2. Alright, we found the cure for immortality.
もう足手まといではありませんね。あなたの旅に
Yeah.
連れて行ってくれません。
He's like, there, now she's good to travel with you, right? Now you have to look
足
after
手
her.
まといになるから。
She won't get in your way.
だな、ハイタ
Yeah. You got your dumb ass to stick around for 4 years.
今夜にはここを立ってください。
ー。何のつもり？
She doesn't need to watch me die. Fern doesn't need to sit around and watch me die.
失うような経験をさせたくないのです。
フェルンはとっくに別れの準備はできている。
あなたはやはり優しい子です。
ね
Yeah.
え、なんでフェルンを？
You live that long, you're gonna have a lot of fucking regrets stacked up. Because it's what Himmel would do.
武者ヒンメルならそうしました。
じゃあ私も。
Yeah, of course she did it.
おかげでハイター様に恩を返す。
Pouring one out for my homie.
この生臭坊主に。
Alright, pouring out 2 bottles for the homie? I mean, he took like 10 years off drinking, so I guess he deserves it, you know? It's interesting, like, how long they wait to do, like, the title. Like, you get, like, half a damn episode. 26 years after the death of Himmel. Okay, okay. So they've been traveling together now for probably, like, a year or 2?
終わりだ。
こちらは約束の報酬です。
Paper, thanks.
報酬は何だったのですか？民間
This piece of paper.
お茶が出てくる魔法だって。後で実験しよ
It makes warm tea?
う。それまた前は甘いぶどうを酸っぱいぶどうに
She does not care. She just wants every spell.
っていますね。
She just wants all the magic. She doesn't care how stupid it is.
少し違うような気がします。
教えられそうな魔法はないのだけれども。ここよ。
Fucking statue of Himmel. Yeah.
一人ではもうどうしようもなくてね。
But she remembers being saved by Himmel.
必死に戦ってくれたのに。
目立ちたがり屋のヒンメルが悪い。
大丈夫？このポーズイケメンすぎない？
Yeah. Bro posed for 18 hours.
不思議なこと言うのね。
じゃあ片付けようか。
ってすごいのね。特にどうぞ。寂しと。
So at this point, like, everyone's just forgotten her, basically. Or maybe that's even not the right... Like, would they even think she's alive, right?
それはどのような花なのですか？でも見たことない花は魔法では。
目撃例はもう何十年もないわ。
フェルン、行くよ。はい。
Bro, you did not just kidnap those squirrels. We are not taking squirrels with us.
怒らないから見せなさい。種を食べる害獣だよ。森へ返します。じゃあフェルン、草月草を探しに行こうか。この森の奥に群生地が。何十年も前です。
Yeah, that's not recently for everyone else, bro.
実物を見つけて分析すれば、いや、きっと自分のためだ。
Big ass turtle. Yeah, it just zonked. Just a 1,000-year-old elf just zonked the fuck out sleeping. Bro. Is that the running gag? Frieren is just cheeks out at least, or cheeks up at least 2 times in the episode.
そろそろ探索範囲を広げようか。
That is not what she meant. That is not what she meant at all, Frieren. She meant, hey man, maybe we can move on to something else.
血が村に来て随分になるわね。
フリーレン様の対する執着は異常です。多くの人を救える力を持った魔法使いです。
She doesn't care about any of that.
時間を使うだなんて。
She just doesn't, yeah. Time is such a trivial thing to Frieren that she's just like, yeah, saving people, whatever, man. I got my own shit going on.
フリーレンさんにと違うのでしょうね。きっと分かってくれるはずよ。
保管されていた禁煙種の種だそうです。
Yeah, wouldn't that be something like Himmel would want you to do? Like if you're gonna do anything for him, wouldn't the thing he would want you to do to be like use your abilities to help people?
一人の時間ってわけでもない。潮時だ。もう少しって何年ですか？あ、追いかけてみようか。
Ain't no way. Right as they're about to stop, the squirrel leads them to it.
なぜ魔法を集めているのですか？
It's her hobby.
本当にただの趣味だよ。
Bro, that's such a small thing, but that is such a cool fucking spell to just be able to do.
集めた魔法を褒めてくれたバカがいた。くだらない理由ですね。そうだね。
So all you guys like to hang out in here? Oh, yep, of course. Of course we find them here.
安全な場所に埋めて隠すと言われている。何箇所にも埋めるから。蒼月草？
まあ僕ほどではないんだけど。
Bro, slap this man. Himmel did not get slapped enough.
そう。機会があれば。
It's a little bit for her, it's a little bit for him.
遅くなったね。これで蒼月草の魔法が作れるよ。わかるはずだよ。フェルンだって魔法。
You were doing the same shit that she's doing.
それは違います。何でもよかったのです。別に魔法じゃなくた。
But you're doing it for the same reason.
魔法を選んだ。
Doing it for someone else.
そうですね。
ありがとうね、フリーレンさん。
忘れるところだった。
可愛らしい。
それじゃあ行こうか。
It's already starting to get me a little bit. It's starting to get me a little bit. One thing for sure that I'm not sure if it's going to continue past these first couple of episodes, but one thing that I've really come to enjoy is the way that they like divide the episodes up, if that makes sense. Like how we have the kind of like the first half of both of these episodes have been like pretty sad, and then we kind of like second half or like last third of the episode being like really like overwhelmingly like positive and kind of like uplifting to an extent, where obviously we're still, you know, dealing with the trauma that Frieren has around like losing friends and not really like fully being there in the moment with them at that time, and like everything that's sort of come along with that. And I feel like it's just an interesting way to kind of divide up the show, where we're getting like both ends of the spectrum in the show, but they just like they break it up in such an interesting way to where it feels like you're, I don't know like how to say it or if I'm like describing it properly, but it just feels like you're getting both aspects of like that sort of like character development and the characters, to kind of use a cliche term, I guess, the character's journey. Like they kind of break it up into 2 separate parts throughout each episode, and I like the way that they do it. It's a really interestingly structured show. I've heard people complain about it in the past because they're like, I don't know how I'm supposed to relate to this character. We skipped through the whole hero's journey, and I was like, upon hearing that, I was like, oh, interesting. I wouldn't think that that would be the case. And upon myself actually getting to watch it, that is in fact not the case. I just think they think maybe the hero's journey means you have to be like in constant conflict, or they think conflict means that you have to be, there has to be like an outward antagonist, whereas like in Frieren's case, antagonist, I guess, so far we're only 2 episodes in, so I could be 100% off base on this, but it seems like the antagonist this far into the show is just like kind of the mistakes she made previously. Like she said it herself, she used to be like pretty apathetic, and now that she's gotten to a point in her life where all of her friends are gone, I mean, I don't know, maybe, you know, that wasn't her first like adventuring party that she's even been with. It just might be the most recent one. We don't even, at this point, can't even say like how long Frieren has been alive, really. But it seems like for her, the antagonist that's kind of like the roadblock in her hero's journey is the way she used to live her life, and how that's kind of, you know, negatively impacted her, and now she's just kind of making up for lost time at least that's the way it's kind of seeming to me. But yeah, this has been an interesting introduction to a show for sure. It's definitely unique compared to a lot of the other things I'm watching. Most of the other shows that I'm watching are more or less like shonen type animes. But Frieren is a lot closer to the shows that I watch in my spare time. The shows in my spare time that I typically watch are much more vibes, slice of life type stuff, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this, and I think I'm going to enjoy having something in my rotation that isn't necessarily, you know, the exact same as everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Hopefully there's a bunch more of you that are coming to check out the videos here on the channel because of Frieren, and if that's the case, what's up? I also do other stuff. I got One Piece, we do solo leveling, MHA Vigilantes coming out soon, I do movies, music, we got a whole lot. We do manga as well, so if you're interested in any of that, make sure you stick around, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.